Welcome to 108 Gate, where we're looking at the energies of the current moment, the moment at which you are coming to this reading. And again, if you're revisiting the reading, so if you've been with me for a while now, or this is a few readings in, you'll know that you can come back to a reading because it's designed. I'm actually designing it, making it in a way that when we've done our work on something, sometimes we need to tweak something or revisit it. Sometimes we hear things differently. So these are a specific time, place of watching them. When it suits you. And I will just keep going as long as you're showing up. I'll try to show up too. Resignation. Say goodbye to what you no longer need. Right, context is the word for this reading. That's quite intense. So context came up in the feeling of we assess things in a view, and then we can assess it from another view, from another perspective. So exactly what I said earlier about you do some work on something and then you'll come back, and then this reading may actually sound different in the sense of you may give you a different insight. It may make sense of something else in a different way. It may answer a question you don't have at the moment but you have later on. Either way, the context can be from very multiple spaces. So the context is very muddled at the moment. The energies of this context feels very muddled. And as I'm trying to say what's actually going through in my thought process, it's like it's not able to grasp the words, the actual correct words, and not coming out. And that's been bugging me. It's like, can I leave it upside down? It's like, no, I can't. The N was not in the correct direction. Does it matter? Not really, because it's still going to be that way or that way. But it felt wrong. It felt incorrect. So the context has changed now with the N in the correct direction. Just from changing that one thing, the whole word feels and looks different. Not in a dramatic way, but this is the point of it. It's the small details that are going to be counting now. It's the small poking of an emotion. It's the small elation of emotion. It's the finding out what you don't need and saying goodbye to it. Say goodbye to what you no longer need. Exactly the same. Follow this lead of, at one point you had something because you needed it. Therefore you had it. You appreciated it. But now you're at a point where you don't need it. Therefore, the context has changed. The context of, for example, this tuning fork, what the context was in my last videos is very different to the context of these videos. I don't use my tuning forks in these videos because of the intensity of the last channel I had and using them in that channel. But I will be, I'm working on a new playlist where I will be using the power of words and tuning forks. So if you'd like that, keep tuned, stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notification button, because I will be starting it off on this channel, just so that you're aware of it. This is kind of going to be sprouting off from here. So the context of that tuning fork has changed. The context of the pearls of this bracelet, they were one pearl, one pearl, one pearl before, and now I've made it so I've linked them together and I've made it into a bracelet. So it's not just one pearl, one pearl, one pearl. They've had holes drilled into it. The context, the state of which it's been used is different. So this context in relation to this card right now is saying that the context of self is changing from one to another. You change from context of being parent, or you change to context of being sister, or you change to the context of being friend or brother or whatever it is, and then you kind of shift to go with that role, or you don't, however you are, I don't know, but you shift context. Also, the context at which you are looked upon, you looked at, you are having expectations on you changes and shifts also. Resignation, resign to knowing that some things need to shift and change. You can't remain in the same context if you're going to be doing some of the deep changes that's required of you, because it just simply won't work. It just simply cannot be. You're going to be in a dichotomy. You're going to be in a level of stress, or being pulled, or feeling strained, anxious, because of knowing that you need to let go of something, you need to say bye to what you don't need, but at the same time not knowing possibly how to do that, or when to do that, or even why. Now, this is a massive one about trusting the process. I ain't going to say nothing about that, because we're all in our different situations, and I don't think it's as easy as saying just let go of things. It's not, because we're humans and we are complex beings just as much as we are simple. Yes, let go, but the actual process of letting go and saying goodbye to what we no longer need, we don't know what it is. Even if it's a scarf, if there's sentimental attachment to that scarf, sentimental memories and energies around a scarf, it might not be easy to let go of. There may be a car, it's like 100 grand, but you got no sentimental attachment, and it's like, you know what, it's not even, I can't even drive. You can take the car, really don't want the car. Do you know what I mean? So it's context and the value from that context. So here we've got desire to be certain of where you place your passion. There you go. So what's important to you? And look at the context of what's important to you. What would it look like if you had that very thing that you want? What would it be like if you had that very thing that you need? Instead of having stuff that you don't need and you don't want, not even going there and switching it. Context of, I have what I want, I have what I need. If you don't know what you want or need, start exploring it. What do I need? What do I genuinely, sincerely, in my heart need? What do I desire? What do I want? Not because Clifford down the road has it, or someone else has it. You've seen it on social media and it seems popular and you want it, whatever. What does your heart and soul want? What does your heart and soul desire? What does your body want? Does your body need certain minerals, so it's craving certain foods? Are you allowing yourself to have it? Are you attached to certain habits? Therefore, your body is constantly craving something, is constantly needing a nurturing of a different kind. So then you feel out of whack with your own body. What is it that you need? What is it that you want? What is it that you desire? Looking from different contexts. I know that's a lot to say. I know it's a lot to actually get your head around. But again, like I said, listen to it again. Take it in chunks if you have to. Renewal, time to begin again, stronger and better, because at some point you're going to understand and you're going to know exactly it is that you've got to say bye to, because you know better, with a deeper sensation of what you desire, in you desiring what's actually good for you, desiring what's for alignment and in alignment with your actual purpose. Therefore, renewal, time to begin again, stronger, better, because you're more confident in your new context. You're more confident in the context in which you want to be. You feel more natural to be in. It's more authentic for you. I feel like we don't even need the text card, the tarot, the sun. There you go. See? It's all there. Seriously? 10 of Cups. I don't know. I think you're going to get exactly what you want if you stay true to yourself. Stay true to your context. Shift your context. Really do. Shovel it around. Shift it around. Sift it. Poke it. Prod it. Massage it. Nurture it. Filter it. I don't know. Do whatever you've got to do for you, for your context, within your own consciousness and your subconsciousness, with the super consciousness, and really, really hone in on what you desire, so that you know what to let go of. You know what you don't have to hold on to. You know what you're gonna have to do, the painful things of like letting come to an end, allowing in a renewal, allowing in a whole new version of self. Sunshine, desire, 10 of cups. It's true. You can have it as long as it's good for you. What's stopping you? Ourselves. Then just change it. 10 of cups again. Rah. Okay, that's a fist bump. Fist bump. Okay, because seriously, with that, sweet peas, enjoy. Go and do that work. Go and do the work. Go and do the work. There's an abundance. Wealth of abundance right there for you to receive. Enjoy. Peace and love.